I don't think this is the color I wanted.
Hey, it's Adea. Welcome back to my channel.
Today we're going to be talking about 4 different foundations that have launched for the year. So I don't really see videos like this on YouTube because I mean the process is probably just extremely time consuming. So of course just stay tuned and let's get right into the video. The first foundation I'm going to be trying is the new Huda Beauty Full Filter Luminous Matte Full Coverage Liquid Foundation. Huda also came out with another product, which is the Balm Brows Micro Shade Brow Pencil. The shade I got this one in was in the shade 7, which is black brown. I don't think this is the color I wanted, but it's the color I have, so it's the color I'm going to work with. This is what it looks like up close. And then it also comes, of course, with the pencil on one side, and on the other side it has a spool. The super slim brow pencil from Absolute New York is my favorite, and literally if you put them close to each other, this is what the Huda pencil looks like, and this is what the Absolute New York pencil looks like. So hopefully you could see it. We're gonna go right in and test out this pencil, and I'm also gonna be using the brow glue from NYX. And also, you guys showed me so much love on that video. After it dries down, I'm gonna be using the Huda pencil just to kind of see what it does. So the shade I got this in is in the shade Mocha, which is 500G, and this foundation is said to be life proof and non-comedogenic, as well as a flawless filtered finish. So pretty much what life proof means is that it's waterproof, it gives you super long wear up to 24 hours. It says that it's transfer proof, fade proof, sweat proof, and humidity proof. So I'm just gonna put one pump. So it has a fragrance, but the fragrance is definitely much milder than the original. So I feel that that's something that they really took into consideration this time around. And it has like this glass, pretty similar to the primer, you know. Are they the same size? Yes, they are. We love to see it. Okay, so now when you do a little Insta tutorials, you can do this. That's pretty cool. So by now my brow should be dry. I'm just gonna go in and give it a brush one more time, just to kind of make sure that they are behaving as they should. And now we're gonna go in. So I was definitely advised to be very careful with the point because it is so thin, you can't use a lot of pressure with it, which is sort of a setback, but let's see. So I definitely am liking the color that I chose just off rip. And it broke. I even turned it down, so I'm really not sure why it broke, but it broke. But as you can see, this is like so tiny, but it's cute though. Anyway, we're gonna continue, but just use a little less than what we were using before. I don't think it really agrees with the NYX product because my brows feel very silky. But honestly, for this to be a black brown, it actually looks a little lighter than I was expecting. But I don't hate it. It's just not, you know, a favorite. I guess I have to play around with it some more to determine if I will like it. But I kind of feel like if you like doing feathered brows, this will be the ideal pencil for that. But if you're like me and you like a really sculpted brow, I don't think this would really be for you. But seeing it all filled in and melted and stuff together, I'm kind of liking how it's looking. What do you guys think? Anyway, of course, we're gonna move on to the next one, and I don't want you guys to really like sit through that, so I'm gonna just fast forward. It gives a good brow. I like that it looks more on the natural side. It doesn't look completely overdone, but this pencil broke at least 4 times as I tried to fill in both of my brows, so yikes. So yeah, I feel a little disrespected with how it kept breaking and I wasn't even putting up a lot of the pencil. So honestly, just off of how my brows look after I filled it in and stuff, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 because my brows do look really nice. However, I don't like the fact that the pencil keeps breaking. The pencil retails for $17, so for $17 I would expect it to at least, you know, be able to stand on its own, but it is the first of its kind, so hopefully they could reformulate. But anyway, now we're gonna move on to the rest of the face, and so I'm gonna moisturize and prime. So of course, to prime, not just for this one but for every single primer, I'm gonna be using the water jelly from Huda, and just gonna use 2 pumps. I'm going to be putting a swipe of foundation on the skin, and as you guys can see, it's doing what it needs to do. As you guys know, I always like to see how far one swipe goes, so I'm going to be using the butt of my beauty blender to distribute that over my cheek area and pretty much just see how much or how far it's able to go. So the coverage of the foundation is supposed to be full coverage, and as you guys know, I do have hyperpigmentation spots, so I always like to see how well it does on my face whenever I have hyperpigmentation. So next I'm going to be using a flat foundation brush, and I'm going to use it on the other side of my face, of course starting off with 1 swipe because that's really important to see how much. I kind of feel like sometimes we just really waste product, so I definitely like building up a foundation instead of just going in all willy-nilly and like putting a whole bunch all over the face. Just kind of put it where you need it and let it do what it do. I like how this side, I feel like the side with the sponge was able to distribute the full coverage appearance a little better than with the brush, but honestly speaking, my go-to foundation product is most likely always a sponge, so I could just be out of practice with using brushes.
Hey, so I didn't get to do an official wear test, so I did this one, and pretty much these are just displaying all the foundations that I tried and what they look like after 2 hours.
So it's been almost 30 minutes since I've applied this. The skin looks really nice once everything is on. The skin is looking the way I expected it to, and it's not getting oily. It says that it's a luminous matte foundation. I am seeing the matte. My skin is a little radiant, so I'm guessing that would be where the luminous comes in. All in all, I'm very impressed with how the foundation and everything came out. It paired well with my concealer. It paired well with every other product I used on my face. I'm really liking it so far. I think the shade I chose was pretty good. I definitely matched it on my neck when I walked into Sephora, and I will say I like how this is going so far. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next foundation.
Hey, it's me again. So now I'm just showing you guys the 4-hour mark of what the foundations are looking like, and I'll save my comments for the last update.
So we're back for round 2, and I just got my Sephora package. So I already primed with the Huda, but kind of want to try these. The second foundation I'm trying is Best Skin Ever, and I'm trying it in the shade 55N. It is enriched with algae extracts, hyaluronic acid, provides anti-pollution benefits, and it's supposed to offer 12-hour hydration, clinically proven to reduce the sign of stress and fatigue. This is 1 pump of Best Skin Ever, and I have a new sponge, so I'm going to just see how far it goes. that is a medium buildable coverage, so I'm not expecting it to do a whole lot for the hyperpigmentation, but you know, I still expect it to be able to cancel out the majority of my skin issues pretty good, in my opinion. If I'm not mistaken, this one was $20, which I find to be so good because you get 0.84 fluid ounces, so that's pretty close to 1.18 fluid ounces. I mean, it's almost a full ounce, and it's literally half the price of the previous foundation. But yeah, I'm really liking the color. I like the finish so far. And now I'm gonna go in with a brush, another flat top, and just spread it out. I feel like with the brush, I just get less product on my forehead than the sponge, so that's probably why I have less issues with my brows when I use a brush. This is what this skin is looking like. I also picked up the Sephora Microsmooth. If you've been on YouTube for some time, this is Alyssa Ashley's Holy Grail powder. I'm not sure if it still is, but I walked into Sephora and I was just like, do you guys happen to have this? They said yes, so I got this in the shade Deep. When I put it on though, it doesn't look very dark. So this is the second look that we've done for the day. It took me about 15 minutes to get my liner and the rest of my face together, so I'm really very much here for it. I would give this 5 stars.
So now it's been 6 hours. Yes, we are here for the long haul, but there's only one more update, so I'll keep you posted.
The third product we're going to be using today is the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, and this has SPF 25 in it. It is the skin perfecting coverage of a foundation with the transforming power of a serum. It says that it visibly restores the skin and over time with good skin ingredients. So it has in vitamin C, salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid, and also provides sun protection. It says that it's weightless, buildable coverage, and it gives you like a second skin satin finish. So the color that I got it in is WN, so I'm assuming that's like warm neutral, 118 amber. The cover is literally so hard to take off. I'm not sure if it's because I have nails or what, but it's difficult to open. But once you get it off, it's not so bad. So after a good 5 minutes and literal assistance, we're gonna move on and finally put it on the skin. So this is what it looks like. It has a very interesting look to it. It is 1 complete fluid ounce, so that's pretty good. And we're gonna do 1 pump and blend it out. And for the other side, I'm gonna use a stippling brush. So it's been about 20 minutes since I put this on, and I'm seeing a little bit of oil around this area of my nose. As for the rest of my face, pretty good. The coverage is not the absolute best, but we walked into this review / first impressions knowing that I definitely have come to like the shade match after all, and yeah, I think it did what I expected it to do. So I'm now going to take some pictures and then I'll come back for the 4th one, which will be the last one for this video, thankfully. So hope you guys liked it.
Okay, it's time for the final checkup, and look at these foundations. Like, they're really oily, but this is only what they look like on paper, and this is after 8 hours. I can't believe it.
We are here for the 4th time, and compared to when I recorded this video, I want to say it's been roughly a month since I have recorded. So put on the same shirt. As you can see, my hair is very frizzy, but we're not even gonna focus on that. We're going into this next foundation, so let's get into it. This one is from Urban Decay. This is the Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, and this one retails for $29, and it comes in 12 shades, and you get 1.1 fluid ounces. The shade I got it in is 80 Deep, and this is pretty much meant to be a long wearing infused kombucha filtrates and malura oil for 30% more hydrated skin. You guys should know this by now because I probably have said it in every single bit of me recording this. I do have oily combination skin, however my skin does work with this. I just have to touch up throughout the day. I have tried this before, but I wanted to put it as a part of this video because it did launch this year. I actually think it launched last year, like towards the end, because on January 4th is when I made my notes for this, and I'm a little embarrassed because we should have been did this video. So like I said, it does have in kombucha filtrate, which is an antioxidant rich ingredient that visibly brightens and purifies the skin for a more luminous look. And then the malura oil that I mentioned hydrates and protects as well as seals in moisture. So the coverage is medium, the finish is radiant, and then just other notes that I made as well. It is a lightweight formula, minimizes imperfections, for example, uneven skin tone, texture, and it also gives you a blurring effect. It gives you a real skin appearance for up to 24 hours. Okay, so now my makeup is done, and it's been about 35 to 40 minutes since I left you guys, and as you guys could tell, it doesn't have that much oil production. You definitely will start to see oil production later. And I did make some notes. So the Clinique Serum foundation was the first product to get super oily, and then the Hydromaniac as well as the Best Skin Ever took about 30 minutes to get oily, but on the skin it doesn't have the same results as it does on paper. There is nothing else really to say. Of course, if you guys are interested, you can shop this for the Sephora sale. Every single one of these foundations I got from Sephora. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, or anything, let me know down in the comment section below. Hopefully I'm able to upload this particular video before the Sephora sale is over, because I just realized I did do a haul, and I have some products from a company that I really wanted to try. And what's so funny is you can find these at Sephora, so if I recommend it, you know, then you guys could go out and get it. That being said, I'm gonna go take some pictures for the gram because I can't deny the fact that I did something with this makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I truly hope that you guys were able to enjoy it. Do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.